Hello and welcome back. Today's class is all about the knees. So perhaps you are feeling general wear and tear in this area. Perhaps you have a knee injury. This class we will be working at strengthening all the muscles that support and stabilize our knee joint. I recommend that you have some props to hand. A cushion to elevate your hips, a blanket to support your knees, and a chair and some weights. If you don't want to use weights, that's completely optional as well. So we're going to start sat on a cushion or not. I always like to elevate my hips a little bit, and I'm going to use a blanket under my knees as well. So just bringing yourself into a comfortable seated position, legs outstretched in front of you, and just sitting up tall, hands down by your side or resting on your cushion, as is in my case, and push your heels away from you, toes up towards the ceiling, engage your abs, squeeze and lift your kneecaps up towards you. And we're going to just take 3 breaths here. Now we're just going to gently curl your toes away from you. And then release, spread your toes and point them towards you. Again, curl your toes. Release and spread your toes. Curl and release. Keep your breath steady. Curl, release, curl, release. And then just have a little shake of your legs, relax your body. And then come back into position, again upright, core engagement, pushing your heels away from you. And this time we're going to point our toes away from us. Feel that stretch on the top of your feet. And then we're going to push our heels away from us. And toes towards you, feet towards you. Breathe in, point. And then exhale, push your heels away from you. Breathe in and point. And exhale, push. Inhale to point. Exhale to push. Maintain that nice upright posture. Breathe in, point your toes away from you. And exhale, push your heels away from you. One more, point. And exhale, heels push away from you. And then release, relax, little shake. From here, we're going to move our feet in clockwise motion. Sit up nice and tall. Steady breath. Change direction, anti-clockwise. You may start to feel this in your hips. around your ankles. And then release, a little wiggle of your toes. Now from here, we're going to take our right leg in. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. Take your hands around the back of your right thigh. And then we're going to hover your right foot off the floor. Stretch your right leg long. And then bend back into you. Push and stretch long and bend back into you. Sit up nice and tall, little bit of abdominal engagement, push and bend. So just getting a little bit of mobility into our knee. We've woken up our feet. Push and bend. Push and bend. 2 more. Push and bend. Last one. Push and bend. And then release. Adjusting my blanket. Hug your left knee into you. Don't worry if you started off with your left leg and now it's your right leg. Place your hands around the back of your thigh. Sit up tall. Stretch your left leg out. Left leg hovers above the floor, so we're working a little bit of core work here. And then exhale, push into you. Breathe in, away. Exhale, bend. Carry on. Breathing in, extend your leg. And exhale, bring your knee in towards you. Stay relaxed in your face. We might have a tendency to lift our shoulders. Keep your shoulders natural, neutral. Two more. Last one. And then release. You might feel it. You may feel it here. You may feel it in a completely different part of your body. And now you can keep this leg a little bit bent or straight out with a blanket kept under your left knee. I'm going to just pop my blanket to one side. And I'm going to keep a little bend in my left knee as I'm rebend my right knee. Hover my right foot off the floor, and this time I'm going to circle my lower leg and movement from my knee only, trying to keep my thigh and my hips completely still. Now, there will be some movement, but we don't kind of want to be doing this. We want to really focus on our knee movement, stay upright, and our lower leg. And we can make these circles small, or if you go bigger, you might move your thigh a bit more. So keeping it small ensures that the movement is just coming from your knee. Now, some of these movements that we're doing come from the Pawanmuktasana series, which I did quite earlier on in my videos. So you can go back to Pawanmuktasana for more detailed, subtle movements, joint releasing movements. Really good to do first thing in the morning. Let's reverse and go anti-clockwise. I'm beginning to feel this in my quad and in my hip flexors. Where are you feeling this? Steady breath. Couple more. Anti-clockwise. And release. release. Woo. Just bring my legs into a little bit of a butterfly there. Choose whatever you want, just as a little counter pose for a couple of seconds. And then let's go to our left side, making sure you're still comfortable in your seat. Hands behind the back of your thigh. Lift your left foot off the floor, or perhaps you're doing it other side. And we'll start with the clockwise movements, keeping it small, and then it's a little bit more controlled around your knee and your lower leg. So we're really trying not to move our thigh or our hips too much. I'm finding that a little bit more difficult this side. So I'll just do what I can. Take your time. Steady breath. And let's go anti-clockwise. It's getting a bit harder. I've slowed down a bit. I don't know about you. And release. Ooh, felt that side a little bit more. Let's come into butterfly, soles of the feet together, and then just gently bounce our knees up and down. Let's take 3 breaths here. From here, we're going to come up to standing. So just sweep your legs over to the right. Come up onto your knees. If you were on a cushion, just pop that to one side. And let's step our right leg forward. Tuck your back toes under. Put the weight forward into your right foot. Stabilize your right ankle. Lift up your back knee and step your feet together. Okay, just going to do a few standing exercises. We're going to start off with wall chair. An option here is to also use a weight in this one, but you don't have to. So I'm going to take one of my weights and I'm going to just bring my mat up against the wall so I don't slip. So make sure that you've got a stable surface beneath your feet to prevent you sliding. And then I'm going to bring myself into chair at the wall. Now, if you do have any issues with your knees, you're not going to bend too deeply. If you're doing this to strengthen, then you can sink into quite a deeper bend. Make sure your ankles are under your knees and you're really pushing your back and your shoulder blades into the wall. If you do have quite a deep lower back curve, your lower back won't be pressing into the wall. And you can take it so that you're at a complete angle. I'm not at a complete angle. This is low enough for me. I'm going to just rest the weight on my thighs, or you can hold the weight at your chest, pushing your triceps as well into the wall. Main thing is to have some core strength as well, navel to spine. And I always like to imagine I have maybe a Pilates ball between my thighs or a block and I'm squeezing. So then that really engages your glutes and your hamstrings. And you can feel the strength here in this pose. And we're going to hold here for about 30 seconds. Now, don't worry if you come out before that 30 seconds, no problem. Let's just take some nice deep breaths. Keep pushing and keep squeezing. Might start to shake a little bit. The only time we come out is if there's any pain or discomfort, especially around your knees. Keep squeezing your glutes. And then slowly walk your feet back, slide yourself back up. Excellent, well done. And you can keep coming back to that. If you didn't quite make the 30 seconds, don't worry, build up 10 seconds. Then the next day another 10 seconds, the next day another, and then start to slowly put it together. Okay. Now that we've warmed up around our quads, our hamstrings, we're going to come into chair lunges. There's two different ways of doing this, especially if you do have some issues going on with your knees. I would suggest that you do this one that I'm going to show you, the first one. So have the back of the chair against you. Now, preferably have a chair up against the wall so it offers you some stability. I'm going to show you without it being against the wall. Right foot forward, left leg back. Again, knee is over your ankle. Back knee, I've got a little bend in my back knee. I'm holding onto the chair and we're just going to tap down, maybe not all the way to the floor, and tap up, feeling the strength in your left quad, squeezing into your glutes as well, okay? So we do a few of these. Keep squeezing. Never at any time do we want to lose engagement as well. That's what helps to build those muscles. And again, maybe you just bend that back knee a little bit. Doesn't have to tap to the floor. So your choice. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in as your knee comes down and exhale as you come up. Whew. Step forward, shake it out. Now you can stick with this version. For the left side, I'm just going to show you another version. So for the left side, I'm going to just steady myself on the wall. Got my left foot forward and I'm going to bring my right toes to the chair. I've got quite a deep bend. So I'm going to heel toe my left foot forward a little bit, and then hands on my waist or keep hold of the wall, okay? And then we're going to lunge. And our knee won't get all the way down to the floor. As soon as I get to about here, this is where I feel that stretch. So find that point where you feel that stretch, but we don't want to feel pain or discomfort. If you start to feel any pain or discomfort, let's go back to the first one, okay? Let's aim for 6 here. This is far more challenging. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Woo! Step forward, shake it out. Okay, so if you remained at the chair, doing the lunges on the floor, absolutely fine. That's one that you can build up to with your back foot on the chair. Make sure you feel really stable first before you do that. Next is a balance. I'm going to place my chair to one side, all my bits and pieces on the chair, and I'm going to use a weight. For this, again, it is optional for you if you use a weight or not. I am going to stay on my mat, but I do know that with some of my clients, they prefer to move to a harder floor when they're doing a balance. So again, choose where you feel your foundation is grounded and you feel really stable. And again, if you're by a wall, can always support yourself using the wall. We're going to come onto our right foot. Get heavy on your right foot. So this strengthens our ankles, which helps stabilize our knee. And of course, again, working our core and our glutes. And I'm just going to hover my left foot off the floor. My knee is in line with my hip. Option here is to hold your weight in front of your chest, or we can start to move our weight around, which requires a little bit more balance for that. Okay, so we start to move our weight and clockwise, very slowly. And we can stay here for about 30 seconds. Again, if 30 seconds is too long, if you do 5 seconds, 10 seconds, it doesn't matter. Stay focused. Look at an area ahead of you at the floor. And remember, you don't have to circle the weight around you. Woo! And release. I think that was probably about 30 seconds. Have a little shake out. And let's go to the other side. Heavy on your left foot. Right knee up. Again, make sure that you feel like your right knee is in line with your hip. Push down into the floor with your left leg. Either choose to just hold your weight, or perhaps you're not using a weight. That's absolutely fine as well. Otherwise, let's go anti-clockwise with this one. Don't worry, wobbling or perhaps popping your right toes to the floor is perfectly acceptable. Just keep breathing. Pause. Woo, when you need to. Or perhaps you go for a little walk across your mat, just like I did there. I always find balancing a little bit harder on my left side. I'm just going to hold still for the last 5 seconds. And release. Have a little shake there. We're going to take it back down to the floor. We're going to come into plank. Practicing your hands free onto your knees. Into tabletop. And remember, plank can be done on your knees with any support under them, or we lift our knees off the floor. Really push with your hands so you feel like your upper back strengthen. Push into your heels, lift your kneecaps, squeeze them, and pull your navel into your spine. Okay, and we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here in your plank. Lift your right leg up. Hover. If you feel like you're turning and opening your hips up to the right, bring your right hip down. Stay stable. Let's hold for 6, 5. Squeeze into your left knee, your left leg, nice and strong. That's about 3 now. 2, 1. Release your right leg. Let's go left side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet down to the floor. Let's just hold for another 6 seconds. You can always pop your knees down, no problem. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! And release. Let's take it back to a child's pose. Remember, you can always use, if there is something going on with your knees, it's nice to place a cushion into the back of your knees to do your child's pose. Oh, can't talk and I'm a bit out of breath. So let's stay in our child's pose. Arms forward, arms back, or arms folded for about 5 recovery breaths. And then release your arms forward. Slide your hands back to your knees. I'm going to do a seated meditation to finish today. So find anything, your support that you wish to sit on. Come into any comfortable seated position. Option to lower your gaze and keep your eyes open, or you can join me and softly close your eyes. Maintain that length in your spine. Face is soft. Shoulders are soft. Your hands can rest on your thighs or perhaps in your lap. Legs are relaxed. If you're sitting cross-legged, make sure there's no pain in your knees. Or you can take yourself to a chair and sit on a chair for this last time of quiet reflection. And just before we move into the quiet part, let's just do some breathing. So we're going to inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4, pause, and exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. And if you wish, just do a few rounds of this breathing on your own. Now releasing control, just taking your breath slowly in and slowly out. And we'll just be here in quiet meditation for about a minute. And slowly come back to your breath. and aware of where you are, space around you, familiar sounds and smells. And then just gently start to create some heat, rub your palms together. And then placing your palms over your eyes, feeling that warmth into your face. Take a deep breath in. Open your eyes into your palms. And bring your palms down to heart center. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any feedback, feel free to leave me a comment, or if you're supporting any other injuries and you would like to have some tips on what possible exercises to help, along with maybe any physio you're also going through, please leave me a comment and I'll be happy to help. Have a great weekend, a good week, and I will see you next Friday.